It's a pity that you didn't see that interaction, but it was quite a moment, quite interesting. Let me take you to eNCA's Dasen Thathiah, who's watching the situation outside. Dasen, that's where you are is where the leaders of the ANC and the various formations in society that support former President Jacob Zuma will be coming out to address the crowds. What are you seeing at this moment as they wait for those addresses?
Well, Thulas, the mood has certainly picked up. You know, I think I caught the last bit of what you were saying. It's very loud here, but I think you were talking about Dumiseni and Thuli, and I think that's going to really be the test of whether the supporters that have gathered here are going to heed the former president's request to not boo anyone that's going to speak on stage and to not show any divisions in their support for him. Right now the mood is very celebratory. You'll see that the numbers have swelled quite a bit.
Ma'am, that's not my decision to make. We wait and we see. I think the judge has spoken and he's going to speak when he has to deliberate. That's not my decision to make, so we'll wait to hear from him.
Mr. Zuma Jr., just the essence, how do you feel about the readiness of your father's case and knowing that he's represented by senior counsel advocate Dalim Kofi at this point?
A lot of the media to design not Mr. Zuma Jr., number one. Number two, whatever his decision is, his game plan, he has to stick with it, and all the best to him, whichever legal representation he uses.
Thank you.
Well, that is Thulasizwe Zuma, former President Jacob Zuma's son here. We are trying to get more reaction from those who have come here to support the former president. Thulasizwe Simelane, take it for now as we are waiting for more leaders to emerge here.
Sipamandla, thank you for that. And with apologies there to Dasen Thathiah, it's a moving and a fluid situation. In fact, I'm with Thulasizwe from Donda Attorneys, but we will not even try to get into any significant conversation because of the fluidity of this situation at this particular point with those political leaders leaving. As you can see, that interaction that I was telling you about between the various leaders, I see that Sihlezi Kalala and Dumiseni Ntuli have now returned to be part of that small huddle between those ANC leaders, and they're just interacting there. There are dynamics, of course, because you will remember that last week Dumiseni Ntuli and Sihlezi Kalala were booed by the crowds. Part of the grievance, the subtle and niggling grievance, is that there is a feeling amongst some supporters of former President Jacob Zuma that the pair and some leaders in KwaZulu-Natal actually abandoned former President Jacob Zuma in terms of supporting him when he would be appearing in court, an allegation that the two leaders simply reject. They say that there was only one instance when neither the provincial secretary or provincial chairperson could attend the hearings. But hey, perceptions are sometimes more important in these situations. I wonder if we are able to pick it up with Dasen Thathiah before I continue my conversation with Thulasizwe of Donda Attorneys, including about what has now been confirmed by the NPA, that they have briefed four counsel, four senior advocates, four advocates, that is, to represent them in that plea by former President Jacob Zuma. But before we get into that conversation, Dasen Thathiah, we interrupted you. Please pick it up from your side and describe for us the mood that awaits these ANC leaders and other leaders of other formations in society who will be addressing those crowds.
Well, Thulas, I was telling you that the mood is picking up and your timing is perfect. Just take a look at this and listen to this. What you're hearing now is the response to Thulasizwe Zuma arriving on stage. He's just walked in through the back of the stage now, and the crowd is responding to that. In fact, as he entered this area, he was surrounded and he had to be ushered in through the back because the crowd is obviously very excited. But let's just turn our attention to the stage, and you'll see that he is being welcomed there by Vusi Dube, who is one of the organizers of the supporters side of things here. you'll see that, Thulas, it's a lot more organized, as I've been saying this morning, that if you just look at the size of the stage, there was a DJ on stage earlier as well, and just by the sheer numbers that we've seen this time around, it seems like those that have come through and waited very patiently, I might add, from early this morning, have heeded the call of those that were addressing them the last time around, among them the suspended SG Ace Makashule, who was calling on them to come in their numbers from all parts of not just the province but the country. And we saw that earlier during the march as well, that there are people that have traveled from far. I spoke to a gentleman earlier that had come from Soweto as well, with many of the members from that part of Johannesburg, and they had also joined in this protest. Some of them have even, after the vigil last night, slept here as well. Let's just turn our attention to the stage now. Thulas, you'll know this song very well. It's one of our national anthems.
Amandla, Amandla, awethu, awethu, all power to the people, all power to the people. Thank you very much. It's been a long day today in court, comrades, but we're back here in July. Now, what I need to say to you is, Amandla wet means the power is ours, but the power belongs to the people. You are the people that put us, everyone, on this stage. You're the ones that put us on this stage. So, from our side, we thank you for the support. I thank you for the support. We love you. We love your support. And just one thing before I go, one more thing before I go. Your support, everyone on the stage, who SGA's Makashule, Jacob Zuma, Thulazizwe are nothing without you guys. We need to remember that. And as we're moving forward into the future is now. We represent the future is young, the future is bright, the ANC lives, and the ANC leads. Amandla! Amandla, awethu, awethu, all power to the people, all power to the people. Don't be afraid. Siyabasaba na. Siyabasaba na. Siyabasaba na. Siyabasaba na. Siyabafun. Siyaba. Amandla. Siyabasaba na.
Thulas, I hope you could hear that very quick address by Dasen Zuma there to the crowd, just thanking them and encouraging them not to be afraid. And this is clearly the start of this part of the program as we await the arrival of the former president to address the masses here.